Civil War tokens are token coins that were privately minted and distributed in the United States between 1861 and 1864. They were used mainly in the Northeast and Midwest. The widespread use of the tokens was a result of the scarcity of government-issued cents during the Civil War. Civil War tokens became illegal after the United States Congress passed a law on April 22, 1864 prohibiting the issue of any 1 or 2 cent coins, tokens, or devices for use as currency. On June 8, 1864 an additional law was passed that forbade all private coinage. 1. Civil War tokens are divided into 3 types: store cards, patriotic tokens, and sutler tokens. All 3 types were utilized as currency, and are differentiated by their designs. The collectible value of the tokens is determined chiefly by their rarity. History. By 1862, the second year of the Civil War, government-issued coinage began vanishing from circulation. American citizens hoarded all coins with gold and silver, and eventually began hoarding copper nickel cents as well. This made it extremely difficult for businesses to conduct transactions. In response, many merchants turned to private minters to fill the void left by the hoarded coins. The first of these privately minted tokens appeared in the autumn of 1862 by H.A. Ratterman in Cincinnati, Ohio. New York issues followed in the spring of 1863. First with Linden Moola currency store card tokens issued by New York City barkeep Gustavus Linden Miller, and then with Knickerbocker currency patriotic tokens issued by William H. Bridgens. It is estimated that by 1864, there were 25 million Civil War tokens, nearly all redeemable for 1 cent, in circulation, consisting of approximately 7,000-8,000 varieties. Linden Moola currency, or Linden Moola tokens, are one of the best known and commonly struck types were store cards. Linden Moola had more than 1 million of his 1 cent tokens struck and placed into circulation in 1863. One of the common uses for the token was for streetcar fare. The Third Avenue Railroad Company of New York, which had willingly accepted a large quantity of the Linden Moola tokens in lieu of actual currency, asked Linden Moola to redeem them. He refused, and the railroad had no legal recourse. Incidents such as these eventually forced the government to intervene. 3. On April 22, 1864, Congress enacted the Coinage Act of 1864. While the act is most remembered for the introduction of the phrase "In God We Trust" on the newly created 2-cent piece, it also effectively ended the usage of Civil War tokens. In addition to authorizing the minting of the 2-cent piece, the act changed the composition of the 1-cent piece from a copper-nickel alloy weighing 4.67 grams to a lighter, less thick piece composed of 95% copper weighing 3.11 grams. For the new 1-cent piece was much closer in weight to the Civil War tokens, and found greater acceptance among the public. 5. While the Coinage Act made Civil War tokens impractical, the issue of their legality was decided on June 8, 1864, when Congress enacted 18 U. South Carolina 486, which made the minting and usage of non-government issued coins punishable by a fine of up to $2,000. A prison term of up to 5 years, or both. Chapter 25 of Title 18 deals specifically with counterfeit and forgery. It did not make it illegal to own Civil War tokens, however, and evidence exists that the tokens were viewed as collectibles as early as 1863, when the first known listings of Civil War tokens were published.